Fundamentals and Mindset with Brad. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning, great morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're at in the beautiful world, welcome and hello. This is a 20-minute high-intensity interval training treadmill class with your dear old Uncle Bradley. It is Miles, it is Mindset. Although we are going to focus on the body today, the physical components of this workout, we're also going to focus on the mental components of this workout, the motivational piece. Because I think anytime you get involved or engaged with a workout, you should attempt to make something of it. Furthermore than just the physical attributes. You got to get something motivationally, empowering, inspiring from that workout. I'm going to aim to do that with each and every one of you. Today, let's get after it. Let's get after it. Guys, we got 3 minutes of a warm-up, and then we're going to jump right into it. 3 minutes of a warm-up, and then we're going to do some progressive efforts. We're going to do 2-minute progressive efforts, and how we're going to do this, how we're going to tackle this is every 20 seconds for 2 minutes, we're going to increase our speed, and then we're going to rest for 1 minute. We're going to do that 3 separate times. We're going to do 3 sets of that. So it's 2 minutes of progressive effort, of progression training, and again, it's 20 seconds of hard effort, 20 seconds of harder effort, 20 seconds of harder effort, and we're going to continue on increasing that speed 20-second increments at a time for 2 straight minutes, and then we'll get 1 minute of rest. And we will repeat that and repeat that and repeat that until we go into the next session, until we go into the next phase. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about your growth. I want to talk about your greatness, your best, your excellence. A lot of times we hype this up to be a physical thing that we can look out and touch. Oftentimes your best or your growth or your best development goes unseen, right? And I like to always apply it to my kids or your kids, right? If you don't see your kid for a couple of days and you see him, what's the first thing you say? Oh, you've gotten bigger, you've gotten taller, right? That's us. And oftentimes what happens is when we work out, we rush to the mirror. Look to see our six-pack abs and they're not existent. Well, if you've only been in the game for 6 weeks, 6 months, maybe 6 years for some of us, it hasn't been long enough, right? But some other folks will see that growth before you see that growth. Guys, we got 30 seconds. That's how we're gonna kick this sucker off. 3 minutes of a warm-up, and then we're gonna jump right into this 2-minute progressive session. What I want you to do is reach over to your dial with the speed, and in 15 seconds, we're going to increase to a speed where you're relatively comfortable. I don't want to challenge you right from the get-go. We're gonna start slow, finish fast. We're gonna do 3 of these. Here we go, folks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get to a comfortable pace. Every 20 seconds, we're going to increase our speed for 2 straight minutes. But nobody, or very rarely anybody, including yourself, will see that growth until one day you do. 3, 2, and 1. Increase that speed. That's the hard part of the principle kaizen. Kaizen says get better every day by 1%. You're never going to see 1% growth until 3 months, 3 years, 3 decades down the road when you finally do see it. And that's the good and the bad change. 3, 2, and 1. Increase the speed. You see, sometimes we get to a certain crossroads in life and we look in the mirror and we're like, wow, when did this happen? How did I let myself get to this point? And it's such a sad point in life because it happens to everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Speed it up. It happens to everybody. And that's one of those wake-up calls where you either accept and embrace it or you ignore it. And far too many people are ignoring the fact that change is inevitable. 3, 2, and 1. Growth is not, but change is. You're going to either change in a negative way or a positive way. There is no maintaining. You're going to get better or you're going to get worse. Plain and simple. It's black and white. You're improving or you're regressing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kaizen teaches us that excellence, your best, is made through tiny, consistent efforts, not those that are looking to break the bank overnight. Not for those that are looking to go the distance overnight. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Let's walk it out and rest. Let's rest. Tiny, consistent improvements. Tiny, consistent changes. If you're getting 1% better, and you get that much better over a span of a year, that's 365% growth. Can you imagine if you got a 365% raise? But you can actually do that in your own life, whether it's your relationship life or your financial life. All you gotta do is get 1% better a day. It sounds so simple, and it is. It's just not easy, because you're gonna come to moments of turmoil or moments of hesitation or more moments of fear, right? And you'd rather put that dollar in your pocket than invest that dollar. Or you'd rather not have that conversation when you should have had that conversation. Or you should have went for that run, but you didn't go for that run. Why? It's uncomfortable. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up to a jogging pace. Or no, not a jogging pace. A nice, comfortable pace. Some of us are walking. That's all right. I embrace it. I applaud it. But for those that are willing to embrace slow change and embrace those investments, 3, 2, and 1. Slow growth, slow investments, strongest growth, strongest investments. You see, that's why so many people that rapidly lose weight gain it back. Those that win the lottery waste it away. 3, 2, and 1. Speed it up. It's because they don't learn the tools, the resources, the principles to get them to that point of their lives. When you're handed over something, when you're gifted something, chances are you'll recoil. 3, 2, and 1. Speed it up. Good job, everybody. But when you can embrace slow growth, it becomes ingrained, deep-rooted into your behaviors and your systems and your habits, and that's how you win at life. 3, 2, and 1. Because that's how you establish discipline. And those that are disciplined, those are the ultimate warriors of life, of the universe. Because more people than not are not disciplined. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Increase that speed. 20 seconds left. Good job, everybody. Nice work. Good work. Slow growth. 1 win at a time. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. 1 minute of rest. Let's slow it down. 1 minute of rest. This is about consistency. It's about the all or nothing mentality, all or something mentality rather. We don't want to embrace that all or nothing mentality. That's a pastime. Our coaches, our teachers, our parents used to say, hey, it's all or nothing. Wrong. It's all or something. Some days we're going to PR, some days we're not going to. Some days are going to be our best, some days are just not going to. But as long as you get up to your feet and you go toe to toe with that start line and you give me something, you give yourself something, that's owning the day. That's owning the moment. And the more moments that you can stack, you stack 1 win on top of another, on top of another, on top of another, 365% better. Let's go, folks. Last one here. 3, and 2, and 1. Nice, easy, steady pace. Nice, easy, steady pace. The heartbeat of kaizen. Baby steps. The heartbeat of kaizen. Incremental growth. Incremental progressions. I'm getting that much better. 3, 2, and 1. And when you get this much better, nobody will see it until everybody sees it. You won't see it until everybody sees it. You look in the mirror day after day after day after day. You're never gonna see it. Take the pictures. That's your proof. Take your pictures. That's your proof. 3, 2, and 1. Increase that speed. Good job, folks. I'm impressed. You 1%ers, I'm impressed. You didn't want to do this today. You didn't want to show up, but you did. You found a way back to the light. 3, 2, and 1. Speed it up. Good job. You found a way back to the light. It's hard to do that, isn't it? But the longer you wait, the longer you procrastinate, the longer you say, I'll do it tomorrow. 3, 2, and 1. The darker it gets, the more distant that light becomes, the harder it is to discover that light. Facts. Get in the game. Base level, beginner, advanced, get in the game. 3, 2, and 1. Speed it up. 20 seconds left, come on. Good job, everybody. Nice work. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's rest it for 60 seconds. Folks, we're gonna do an extreme effort pyramid. For those that know me personally, that have been following me through the E2M journey, you know an extreme effort is code word for sprints. And the reason that I don't use the word sprints is because there are so many levels of fitness. And so many of you are coming from different backgrounds. A fast walk may be your extreme. An all-out 12-pace sprint may be your extreme. Whatever your extreme is for the duration, that's what I want to see. Whatever your best is for the duration, that's what I want to see. And every day that you do this workout, if you come back and do it tomorrow, your best may improve, or it might get slower, but it's your best in that day. Here we go, guys. 15 seconds of your absolute safest but fastest speed. 3, 2, and 1. By the time we hit top speed, we'll actually be slowing down already. Slight lean forward. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Next one's gonna be 20 seconds. We're going 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 is gonna be our max duration. 30 seconds is gonna be that max duration. Now, as we prolong or stretch our duration, some of you may slow down, especially up in that 30-second range. That's all right. Right? I encourage you to get faster each one of these over time, but some of us are forced to slow down, and that's all right. There is no only in extreme efforts. Let's get it, folks. Stack one win on another. We just won. Let's win again. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. I'm gonna try to maintain this speed at all levels here. At all the levels. I'm just gonna try to maintain this speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds of rest. Slow down the growth. Strengthens the growth. Slow down the growth. Strengthens the discipline. Because the longer you're in that adversity, the longer you're in that turmoil, that tension, the more you're going to adapt to that environment. So the first time you get into a cold plunge, you're like, wow, I'll never do this again. But you stay in there, it becomes a part of you. 3, 2, and 1, 25 seconds. It doesn't get easier, I didn't say that. It does not get easier, I did not say that. 25 seconds. Come on. But again, you become a part of that environment the longer you stay in that environment. 3, 2, and 1. The longer you can embrace discomfort, the more it becomes just a part of you. Nice work, everybody. Let's tip-top out of here. This is going to be the pinnacle of our extreme effort pyramid. 30 seconds, that's the longest we'll go. And then we'll start to regress and we'll finish up with a 15-second banger. And we're out of here. It's been short, it's been pleasant, it's been a pleasure. 3, 2, and 1. Try to hold this for 30 seconds. I'm gonna try to maintain that same speed. I encourage you to get a little faster if you can. Come on. But don't lose that form, and don't lose the safety component. That's always gotta be our primary focus, is safety. Come on. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds of rest. Let's take it downtown, baby. Next effort's gonna be 25 seconds. And then we got a 20-second effort, a 15-second effort. And then we set sail for the rest of the day. And you may be doing this first thing in the morning, afternoon, evening, but I'll tell you what, pride is gonna come from the other side of this workout. 3, 2, and 1. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. I encourage you, now that we're regressing in duration, now is the time to bump up that speed. If you haven't already, now is the time to dig deep. Find that dormant greatness. Your biggest growth is gonna be unseen, but it's gonna come from these hard workouts. 3, 2, and 1. Nobody ever said pressing the limits was fun. Nobody ever said pressing the limits was easy. But if you want to discover something you've never seen before, you're gonna have to do things you've never done before. You're gonna have to do things that the masses are not doing, not willing to do. That's how you become uncommon. It's a wild concept, folks. The masses aren't going out for 20 minutes. Here we go. 3, and 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Dial it up. Dial it in. Let's go. 20 seconds. Come on. We got it. We got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go. Last effort, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves up to this point. We do have one effort left, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's been an absolute honor to be your coach today. I was placed on this earth for a reason, and that was to encourage, empower, motivate, inspire just one person a day. And I hope that person was you watching from the other side of the screen. And don't let the good vibrations end there. Take the good vibrations out. 3, 2, and 1. Spread this love. Spread this good vibration. 15 seconds of hard work. Let's finish strong. Come on. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we are donezo. Hey, I want you to stop that treadmill. All right, I want you to hold on to the railings. I want you to take your right foot, put your heel to your boot, right back there. Let's get a quad stretch. Man, put your hands together one time. That was an excellent, excellent effort today. Left heel right to the boot. You want to hold the stretch anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. That's where you're going to get your optimal benefit out of a stretch. But I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, what a nice job. Let's kick that treadmill back up. Let's walk it out for 60. Great work, everybody. If you got something out of this, I encourage you, go share it with a friend. Go share it with a family member. There's no only in 20 minutes. There's no just in 20 minutes, and you are proof of that. If you're sweating, if your mind, your wheels are turning, you are proof that there's no only in 20 minutes. Folks, every day that you show up for yourselves, you're sprinkling evidence along the path that you could do the hard thing. You need to convince yourself. You need to make the tough decision, but you're leaving evidence throughout the path that you can absolutely do hard things. You just did that. Folks, I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourselves. Look yourselves in the eye today. And I'm serious. Grab the cell phone. Look yourself in the eyes. Look into the mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and say, hey, baby, I'm proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did get something out of this, like, comment, share. Don't let the good vibrations end here. Love you guys. We'll see you soon.